Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of the Iron Personal Training YouTube channel. This time we're looking at another high volume bench session and we're doing 110 kilos for 3 sets of 12 reps. So 110 kilos is actually my current body weight, so I'm going to be repping my body weight for 3 sets of 12 reps, and this is going to be actually the last high volume, set of 12s that I'm going to do on bench press for at least for a while. This 12 block on benches felt really nice, but we're going to be moving into a floor press block, doing 3 sets of 10 reps. So here's the first set. As you can see, looking really nice. We had a slight pause on the first rep, and we're going to do a slight pause on the last rep as well. Just making sure, and the rest are going at touch and go. Now, if you are going to do bench training going into a competition or even going into a strength block, I'd highly recommend pausing the majority of your bench training, but when you're in a more of a hypertrophy, higher volume block, I don't think it's actually necessary, and you want to be able to get that volume in at a nice heavy weight, so it's okay to do touch and goes. Same here again, we had a slight pause on the first one before going into touch and goes once again. But as you can see, the weight is moving really quickly, especially on that first set. I felt like if I'd just done one AMRAP set, I could have got close to the 20-25 rep mark. The weight moved really nice. Obviously with this third set now, I am feeling a little bit of fatigue, so it's just slowing down slightly, but that is to be expected. We did quite short rest in between these ones and really blasted into the next sets, so I wasn't actually disappointed with that at all. Now coming on to the double pause bench, so we're pausing on the chest and pausing halfway up as well, where I missed my bench at my last competition. As we're doing this, we're going to do the add a pause each rep as well, which has been really prevalent in this block, and I found has been really beneficial in my training for increasing power at this point off the chest and in the middle position of my bench, so I'm sure I won't be missing there again, and it's an area that I'll continue to work on as well. As you can see, weight moving really nice. Just had to do a little bit of a readjustment there to make sure I was in a good position to press the bench out. Here we are on the last set. Here we are pausing for 5 seconds. By pausing halfway up as well, you are getting some isometric style training in there as well. Then came on to my favourite row, the Pendlay row. 12 sets at 95 kilos here. Weight moved really nicely for this one. I was expecting this to be a bit more of a struggle, so I was really happy when the weight moved so well. I really find that the Pendlay row has a huge crossover to all my other exercises. When I'm doing good Pendlay rows, my bench feels stronger. I feel stronger in my upper back from my bench and from my squat and my deadlift as well. So really happy with how these felt. And yeah, we'll definitely be going in my program as well. Look forward to doing them a bit heavier in a strength block as well. Then came on to the superset of flies and rear delt flies. Really enjoyed having flies back in, a bit more of that bodybuild style training, working in an area of my chest that has definitely been neglected recently. So these probably will come back in again at some point before I move on to a true strength block. But like I say, really enjoyed doing them. It's been nice doing something a bit different in this block. When we do the rear delt flies as well, I found rear delt flies were a really good exercise. The rear delts are often an area that gets underlooked in powerlifting. Can be really helpful in the bench press for giving you power off the chest as well and increasing stability. So we do these as a superset, but we do take the handles off when we're doing the rear delt flies and just alter the weight. The reason we take the handles off is they do just tend to flap around a lot when they're on and you're trying to do the rear delt flies. It does give you a little bit of rest, so it's probably not a true superset because of that little break in the middle, but it's still putting the 2 exercises together, and it does help you get through your training a lot quicker as well, so you've got more time to do a couple more accessories or just be able to get through your training in a faster time. So as I can see here, we're just doing them. It's a fairly lightweight, but I want to make sure that I'm getting good quality reps in here to really hit the muscle, improve that strength, and also build a bit of muscle in that area as well. We then moved on to some tempo lat pull downs. I've really enjoyed doing tempo lat pull downs. They've been so good. I've really felt the muscle work hard, unlike I have in maybe doing heavier ones where you still feel the muscle but you don't feel that kind of pump in that area as well. Definitely feel like my lats have got a bit bigger as well, which is always a nice feeling. And again, I really feel like it's improved my stability, not only for my bench, but it's also helped me lock in more when I've been squatting and have a bit more lat activation whilst deadlifting as well. Then come on to probably my second favourite dumbbell exercise to do for your triceps, which is the tape press. We were going to do these at 20 kilos, but we tried them and they just felt very, very heavy. So we've just dropped them down to 17 kilos. I really do think, especially with accessories, it's important to listen to your body. And if it's telling you that you're going too heavy, then it's okay to drop down. If it's a main movement, say like a squat or a deadlift, maybe try it at a heavier weight that you're meant to do in your program, unless you're feeling really crappy, and then obviously put it down. But with accessory work, if you're really feeling like it's not there on the day, it's much better to drop it and get quality reps in. After saying that, we then come on to some 21s where I actually did 10 kilos heavier than I was planning to do, not by purpose, but because I seemingly can't count. I meant to put 25 kilos on this bar and instead put 35 kilos on, which was a mistake. And as you can see, there's some cheat reps going on here for a bit of swinging, but I didn't realise that I put too much weight on until I'd done all 3 sets. I didn't really realise how much I was swinging until I watched the video back whilst putting this video together. So there's something to note next time I do these, just to make sure that I can count properly. We then finished off with one of my favourite exercises, which is a tempo tricep pull down. And again, on a really nice lightweight. These are very humbling compared to when you do normal tricep pull downs, where you can do a lot more weight, and here we're just doing lighter weight, that tempo, keeping that time and attention and helping the muscle grow. But that's it for the video, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. The next video will be looking at another high volume deadlift session, so I hope to see you there. Like I say, if you have got any questions, leave them in the comments or use the link below to message me on my Instagram, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching.